Okay, hello everyone. So this is the second video I'm making on creating your story map. So the first video I show you how to get everything set up and where to find your URL. Today I thought I'd show you all the nifty little buttons that show up within making your map. Now let me just log in here. I'll do the same process we did yesterday. Okay, I'm going to, let's see, which one? I'm going to click on this one. Is actually the one that I was working on yesterday. So as you can see, we worked on putting in a map tour and with my 3 points. Now, if you go up to the top, there's a couple of things that you can do. So one, you can hit design. And design will obviously change the way that things look here. So let me just show you. So showing a side by side, I can add a cover image here and that would show up. And now this little button would just switch to the opposite. You've got the one big cover image, sort of inside out. You can see a little line here. If I had a background image. And now here I could add a cover image. So maybe let me do this here. Let me browse my files. I'm just going to take some random stuff that I've got from a trip from Europe I had a couple of years ago. And I'm going to add this in, even though it has nothing to do with Japanese American families. I will be changing this. Okay, so anyway, so we've done that. Now you can see there's lots of these little buttons all over the place. So I can replace the image, I can delete it if I feel like it, and I'll do that. Okay, now you can see these plus symbols. So let me click on here. So first one is text. And again, like what I showed you yesterday, as soon as you scroll over these, a little help window will show up. So let me just add some text here. Okay, if you double click, you can see another window opens up. So you can change this to a heading, subheading, paragraph, and so on. You can make it bold, italicized. You can add a link here. So if you wanted part of your text to be an actual link to another website, you can certainly do that here and just click and then add your URL. And then you can change the color of the text. You can do a custom color or you can do what's recommended here. Okay, let me show you these other buttons. So this one is a button where, let's see, if you got somewhere else that you want to take people, let me see if I can get that. There it is. I'm clicking too fast. Okay, there it is. So you can hit the edit button here and then give it a website. And then when someone clicks on that, they will go to that particular website. So that's the button feature. You can put a separator in, this little line, just to separate out some of your windows. You can link it to another map. So if you've made another map, you can certainly put it here. I'm not going to do that, but you can certainly do that. So I'm going to click an X here to get back to my original map. You can upload an image, and here you'd have to have it in your files. So let me just pick this one, upload it. It does have a 10 megabyte limit on the images. So I've just clicked on an image, and there's other things you can do. So you can have it off to the left, off to the right, make it center, make it long and center medium. There's other options you can do with this. You can say where it's from, an alternative text, which is nice if people are having issues with their site, and so on. And then you can replace the image or delete it. So that's what adding an image is. You can add an image gallery. So you can add up to 12 images. Let me see if I can add something. I have to be careful here because each image can't be more than 10 megabytes. So let me see if this works. It'll tell me, okay, these are fine. So let me create the gallery. Okay, and here you have a nice little selection of images. And again, you can change these around. You can change the order. I don't like that one there. I can add it here and then save it. You can also, oops, not reorder. You can also change the way that they look. I should be able to click on these. Yes, so the way that they appear in a phone or a website and so on. And you can also put alternative text here, alt text. So that's putting an image gallery. You can add a video. Now, let me see. I'm not sure. I just clicked on a link. Let me see. Yes. So this is a video, just a random video I saw in Japanese American internment. And again, this is just to show you how it looks like. And you can do different things, float left or float right, and so on, replace the video or delete it. So that's adding a video to your map. You can add audio, which would be a podcast or something like that. You can embed various things. So a lot of times, if you're in another website or a web app and you're doing different things, you can embed it directly into your map. This is a nice feature. So swipe. What you'd need to do is find a map of, say, 1900 and then a map of, say, 1950. And then you can add that, and then you can swipe, showing what things look like over time. So that's kind of handy. You can also add a timeline. So if you want like the waterfall type timeline or a single side timeline, you can certainly do that. And then you just enter all of your information that you have for that. And then there's other things too. So slideshows, another sidecar, and then you can place another map tour within your map if you'd like to do that. So those are a few more things that you can do with this. I didn't show you all of the design here. So let me change it back. Let me go up to the top here so you can actually see what I'm doing. I didn't add an image here. Let me add an image. Okay, so again, doesn't have any relationship to Japanese American families, but I can switch it around if I want, depending on how I want the beginning of my website to look. I can change the size and so on. Let me go back to design. There are themes here. So right now I'm on Summit theme. I can have it go to mostly black. I can do ridgeline. And a lot of times what I like to do is, make sure that I actually like the text, the font itself. And you can also change all of that. I kind of like Mesa. Anyway, you can see how these change. You can also create your own theme and so on. And I think that's about it. So let me just do a preview. You can see what we've done here. So this is what it would look like. If I wanted to go there, that'd take me to my other website, which of course I need to update. My separator, my image I put in, the gallery, a video, which should play, and it does. A swipe map, which I didn't put any maps in here, but that could be a really nice feature. And then, of course, the map that I worked on before. And I really like the colors of this particular one, but of course, you can do whatever you'd like to do. And remember, you get out of preview by clicking the close preview button. And that takes you back. And then, of course, what you want to do is make sure you publish this, which I'm not going to do because I don't want everyone to see this because it's kind of a mess right now. But as soon as you click publish, then you want to, I was about to say you want to make sure the URL is exactly the same as it should be when you set up your map the first time, and it should be. I'm not even going to bother checking, but mine should be exactly the same. And then there's other things you can do, but you can go through these like story settings and so on, how it's displayed, the language, and so on.